Hello, this is Randy, and I have the last of our Barrel Sisters for our Gem of the Week. I hope I saved the best for last. This is Emerald. Now, I've got a variety of things here. This is probably the one that I have the least number of examples, but I actually found more than I thought I had. So emerald crystals get their color from chromium, and they have, for more than 4,000 years, have been among the most valuable of all jewels. Now, Colombian emeralds are most commonly used and valued of all the emerald sources throughout the world, and actually 70 to 90% of all emeralds are actually from Colombia. Now, the use of emeralds was first recorded in Egypt, and especially by Queen Cleopatra. Emerald is considered the symbol of royalty, new beginnings, peace, and security. It calms the mind, reduces stress, promotes inner peace, and it is the gem for the zodiac signs of Taurus and Gemini. Now, I have before you examples of Colombian emeralds, which I had gone over in my Loose Gems video, and I have the Belmont emerald, which comes out of Brazil, and then I believe I may have some Zambian emeralds here, but I can't confirm that. After Colombia, Brazil is the next most popular country for producing emeralds, and after that is Zambia. Those are the top three, although they are also found in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Russia, Australia, and in the U.S. So let's look at what we've got. Apologize, I've got running nose, always runs. So what I've got here, and let me bring this in very closer to you. So I've got two rings. And then I have my loose emeralds. And then my parents used to go to South America, to Colombia, on a regular basis between the 1960s and up until the 90s. And they, of course, would bring home jewelry and some loose stones. So I have here a Belmont ring, which is Gems in Vogue. And then this is a Colombian emerald. This is a ring my parents had made for me with little diamonds. And you can see the difference between the colors. So this is the Colombian emerald, and this is the Brazilian emerald. This is a very high quality one too. This is a pretty good quality as well. Then these little sterling pendants each have a little bit of emerald in. This one has a little cut stone, and this one has some rough. And these, here's a little golden tie tack my father had, and that has a little cut Colombian emerald in it. And then these are little gold pendants that each have a hunk of Colombian crystal in them. Now, I'm not going to take these out of the box because we've seen these before, and these are also Colombian emeralds, and they're pretty good quality. Okay. Now, besides that, I have something else. Woohoo! Look at this. Now I'm going to bring this up a little bit so we can see. Now, this is actually from my gemstone collection that I make jewelry from. So we have some chips. Now, these are very low quality chips. Then we have a strand of emerald beads. Again, this is different quality from, say, in the other jewelry. And these are emerald beads, or they're supposed to be. This, and remember what I told you about the little tassels. These are supposed to be a finer quality of emerald beads. This is supposed to be an emerald heart. And look at this. I have these are Colombian, because my parents would come back with bags of the raw emerald nuggets. They're a little tiny for doing wire wrap, and sometimes you even are lucky and get one that's a little crystal. You know, emeralds grow in that little, and let me find another one, little hexagon crystal. So this is just a whole baggie of emeralds that I've got. Let's see if I've got any other that. So let's just play with the Presidium. Now we know that emeralds read on the Presidium, and that's not a surprise. You know, actually, you're familiar with another gem that has the chromium in it, and that's chromium diopside. And you may not be aware of it, but it was very easy for many people, because they weren't really familiar with emeralds, that they mistook chromium diopside for emerald. So of course here's our Brazilian Belmont emerald, and let's just see where it lays. And there it goes. And it goes to emerald, no problem. Now this is the ring from my parents. It didn't fit. It's too small. Well, it was not the right size. And so what I did, silly me, you see what I did? I sort of squished from the sides to make the ring littler, to try to wear it as a pinky ring. So I need to repair that. I need to get that fixed, because I need to sell it. I don't wear it. I actually don't wear emeralds. For some reason, I'm just not big on the emeralds. So that was a Brazilian emerald. And now here we're going to test. I got to make it where you can see. And here we're going to test the Colombian emerald. There it goes. It goes to the high end. It actually moves up. It's acting, whoops, slipped. Now, you notice I waited and let the needle go all the way back down. I didn't keep jabbing the piece. So when you're testing and your needle slips, don't keep stabbing at the piece of jewelry or the stone. Let the needle go back to its base position before you apply it again. And there it comes up. It's actually coming up into the quartz and into the aqua line, but I know that that's an emerald. I don't know if I can get into these. Here's a Colombian. And it wants to jump up to jade, but see, it comes back down. See, be aware of that. It may jump up, but then it should come back down. And I think this one should do the same thing. Yeah, okay. Now these are really small. I don't know if I can get into this one. I can. Okay, good. I'm not going to try that. Let's try these. So here's my heart. So let's see how it does. It wants to come up high, closer to jade. And I suppose someone might mistake this, but look, it wants to drop back down too. It could have other things in it and still be considered an emerald, depending on what the host stones, what other else things are in here. But this was sold as an emerald, as being emerald by a very reliable source. Let's go over to the slider section. It doesn't go quite as far. And let's try this darker spot. It goes up higher. And I trust it. And this actually is drilled, so I can make a pendant out of that. Then here are these. No question, they test as emerald real easy. They're probably Brazilian or Zambian. I know they're not Colombian. This one tests as emerald, no problem. Let's go to this lesser chips. Now, if somebody showed you these and said, these are emerald, you'd probably go, no, they're not. They just look like some funky old green stone, don't they? And they want to go a little higher than emerald. You'd probably say they were a quartz. Now, let's go and get my nice dish of my Colombian. I'm trying not to cover up trying to get on the, and not cover up. And there we have a good, strong reading from these. See, this one's got a little bit of the octagonal crystal in it. There we go. And it reads. So, there we are. There are our emeralds. I hope that this has been informative for you and you've liked it. Let me get them under the camera. I'm doing a different location, so the camera area I haven't gotten figured out. But I hope that this has been educational for you. I enjoy doing these. I'm a little late this week. It's been busy. Happy Mother's Day. Although, you know, everybody does a little bit of parenting, whether you've actually physically had a child or not. So I think all women have mother in them. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the chats.